Welcome back to New Mexico Style. We want to introduce everyone to Ginger T-Rex.
Yeah, she's a new host this season on Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants. So welcome. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Nice to have you.
Yeah. How did you get this gig?
How did I get this gig? Well, I didn't get it because I'm some kind of culinary genius or a chef. I did get it because I auditioned, and I've worked in television for a long time. I'm from New Mexico, third generation, and my agent, the O agency, called me and I auditioned, and I probably got it because I'm not a culinary genius. I'll ask questions that the viewers at home or, you know, the average person would want to ask a chef.
And we can totally relate to that because that's part of why we do what we do, is because we allow the experts and the different guests to be showcased and let us ask the questions that the viewers want to know.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid to do that because I don't have the training, so asking questions like, what's julienne? I mean, I kind of know it means cutting something, but exactly what does that mean?
Exactly. I totally get that. But we have a question. You go, ask her.
Okay, Ginger T-Rex. How did that name come about?
Is this your real name?
Is it your real name?
Do you like it?
We love it.
Yeah.
Okay, it is my real name, but not to be coveted, because picture Ginger T-Rex in middle school. I have a dog named Ginger. I have a dog named Rex. Small arms, big body, like lots of jokes.
Right, of course.
Not the coolest name when you're younger, but now, you know, I've kind of grown into it.
I think it's so cool because it's memorable. People will remember you, and then when they see you, they're like, oh, hey, hello, Ginger T-Rex. So,
do you cook?
Yes, no, the arms, everything is in very well proportioned, so
thank you.
Dispel that myth. But we had to ask. We were curious because it's a really cool name.
It is cool.
No, it's real. It's the real deal.
See, so now you heard it here first on New Mexico Style. Now tell us a lot about Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants, because a lot of people want to know all about it and where you shoot the show and what it's all about for you.
We shoot the show predominantly in Builder Source Appliance Gallery, who I think supplied your kitchen as well. And we have 3 locations that we work out of: Las Cruces, Albuquerque, and Santa Fe.
Okay.
And they're live working kitchens, and we can set up our cameras and lights. There's plenty of room. And then we also, this year, have a new aspect to our show. We're going on location. And so we've gone as far south as Deming, as far north as Durango. And that's really fun because you get into the chef's kitchen where they're comfortable,
where they
and all of their supply, you know, everything they need, and you get to see them at work, and that's also very fun.
Yeah, because you get a fresh perspective, but you also get the realistic perspective of where they're used to doing their work.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
And Hot Chefs is put together by the same production company, Cliff Dweller, that does the living and home shows, and of course Travel Guide New Mexico. Richard Holcomb hosts that. So what's his role in Southwest Hot Chefs?
Richard scouts the restaurants, and there's an element to our show where he actually goes into the restaurants and does a restaurant tour, which is fantastic because you get a better idea of what the restaurant's ambiance is like, what the full menu is like. They think they do a segment where they work on making some mixed drinks.
Oh, fun.
And that is an element of the show, and then we do the cooking segment, and it just pairs nicely together. And so Richard brings that into our show as my co-host.
That's a lot of fun, and I think there's a lot of expectations that people have as to be able to see ahead and in advance what they're going to get when they travel, because a lot of these places are places you'll want to get in your car and take a little ride to get to.
Yes.
So they kind of want to know what they're getting. So what can we expect when we watch?
You can expect, well, one of the things that I love about our show is you can learn about your favorite restaurants.
Okay.
Or a dish that you like at a restaurant. You can see what goes into it, try to make it in your own home. But the other thing that I really enjoy is you can gather so many tips and tricks that you would never even think, you know, that you might need to know in cooking, and things you're like, wow, I never would put those 2 flavors together. And there's so many things that come together for you because you're learning from the experts.
Are there any cool tips or tricks that you've learned so far?
Yes. Well, the tricky part is chefs, I've also learned, are very secretive. So I'll say, wait, what are you putting on that? And they'll say, oh, that's my special.
Yes.
So I'll try to pull a few things out of them. Well, just give me like 3 ingredients and I'll come up with the rest. I want to make it myself, you know? And so that's really fun. I've learned that having good knife skills is really important.
We've learned that too.
And that doesn't mean, I mean, good knife skills in my house used to mean don't cut yourself.
Right.
But there's a lot more to it. And there are words that, I mean, I didn't even know, like julienne.
Right, of course.
Big word, not a hard thing to do.
Well, you know what, I wonder if this was your experience as well. When we have all of our chefs in the kitchen, one of the things I've noticed is that the things that seem so simple and just secondhand to them, I'm thinking, wait, go back. How did you just do that? Even just so much as the flip with the pan and not getting everything all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, the flip with the fan and the fire?
Yes.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
I still don't know. And they let me help, and I do a few things, and you know, it's like watching the Olympics. That guy's
Right.
really good at skiing. I bet I could do that. And then it's not the same.
It's
when
just
you go.
not the same.
And it's not exactly the same, but it's great practice. And
It
if
is.
you can't get it right at home, you can go to, you know, we have all the recipes on southwestrestaurants.com.
Great.
So you can go and try to make the recipes. And if not, then you can, you know, find the restaurant, find more information. Just go to the restaurant, order it. You'll get it that way too.
It's a really good experience. And the nice thing also is, I would imagine you probably, like us, now know whenever you have people visiting or people are coming to town, you know exactly where to tell them to go.
Yeah, well, the other problem is they also say, why don't you cook for us?
Oh, right.
no.
That's true.
But, all right.
Are your cooking skills going up?
They are. They are. My little girls love to cook. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and they keep sort of wanting to do more because cooking is a big part of our family now, and so I'm trying to. Maybe they're helping me. I'm saying I'm trying to help them. They're probably helping me.
Well, it's a good job. It's a good job all around. And I want to let everybody know that Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is going to be debuting on Sunday, April 10th at 9 a.m. right here on KASA FOX. And it will air every Sunday at 9, so you definitely will not want to miss it.
Yeah, please don't miss it.
And of course, welcome Ginger to our KASA family.
Thank you.
Yes.
I feel very welcome. You guys are so warm and welcoming.
Aw, thank you. We're happy to have
I'm
you.
glad to hang out with the Barbie girls.
Yes, we're the Barbie girls. Maybe one day the three of us will try cooking in our kitchen. Won't that be fun?
That would be fun.
That might be scary, but fun. Okay.
I think we can try.
If you
We
guys can
attempt.
cook, I'll just learn from you. That's what I do best.
What do you think? Why do you think it might be scary?
I don't know. Do you cook?
Well, we're learning. Did you see our blueberry pancakes? Is that
she
why?
didn't yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if she saw that.
I heard about it, but no, I think it'd be great.
They were a bit of a disaster. Anyway, we're not going to see a disaster today. We've got some really good cooking ahead. It's coming up after the break.